I think I've shared in my Instagram stories that this particular chicken likes to hang out here in the goat pen. So every night at feeding time, when I feed the goats, I have to open the gate and call for this one to come out and get its food, and so it can go sleep in the coop instead of here in the goat pen. Well, hello everybody. So today's kind of a big day out here in the goat pen. We have our first little doeling going off to her new forever home. Clara's little daughter, Ivy, the white one, or the white goat that we've been calling Ivy, is off to her new home today. The new family will be here to get her in just a little bit, and they seem pretty excited to have her as a new addition to their family. Sometimes it's a little sad when the babies go off on their new adventures because, you know, we spent some time birthing them, raising them, loving on them. But I can't keep all the babies, and in reality, neither do I want to. Ivy, your belly looks really big squished over the hay feeder there. Yes, it does. Do you want some scratches? Oh, there's some good scratches. Oh, yes. All the other goats out here have been doing fantastic. They've all been growing like a weed. They're getting big. I know I haven't really updated much on them because we've just had a lot of stuff going on, and I just haven't found myself out here videoing them. Since kidding season, all the mamas and the babies have been living here in this little pen. This barn that I got has worked out fantastic for them. If you've watched any of this year's birth videos, you'll kind of know what had happened with the births this year, but I'll just do a quick little review. So we started out with Pebbles this year. She had a great birth, but then later one of her little bucklings died. Her other one is huge because she's feeding him plenty of milk, and he's been just growing like a weed. Next we had, I believe it was Cookie Dough. She had a pretty decent birth. I did have to go in and help retrieve one that was kind of in an awkward position, but they've all been growing really well, and I believe we're going to retain the doeling from that birth. The third one was Clara. She had triplets. That one was a bit funky, and I ended up having to call my friend over to help me birth those kids because she was having some issues. The first one come out great, but the second two were not lined up properly. They were in there completely wrong, and my friend had to readjust them, flip them around inside to get them out. Then after that, we had the two trouble kids, Fire Lily and Moonstar. They're sisters. They ended up birthing at the same time and in the same place, and it was a mess. Fire Lily ended up losing a doeling at birth because she didn't get up and clean it, and it ended up drowning in the sack. But Moonstar ended up adopting one of Fire Lily's babies. And then Fire Lily had a second baby that was not doing very well. We were able to get her to survive, and then the next day Fire Lily ended up taking her back. So Fire Lily has been a fantastic and an excellent mom to that little baby, and she is a big, fat, and happy as well. So thankfully it was a good ending on that. And then the last goat to kid was Clover, and she ended up having two monstrous buck kids, and I ended up having to help pull them out because she was having a bit of a tough time getting them through her birth canal. But so I ended up putting Clover and her two boys over in the other pasture with the other goats because she's a bigger goat. She was being a little bit mean to all the mamas and the babies in here. So I just separated her and left all the Nigerians over here in this pen. So that's where she's at, is over in the other pasture. And they are all doing fantastic out there. My friend and I had plans to assess all the does this year and see about retaining a buckling out of one of them. After all the babies were born, there was one buckling that we liked. We just didn't quite like all the features of the mom. So we decided to pass on keeping a buckling this year, and we will look to keep a buckling next year. So all the bucklings that I have here, I didn't despud, I didn't do anything with. They will probably be going off to the sale. So the market can get kind of flooded, and sometimes it's hard to find homes for the boys. And to be honest, and this might be hard for some of you guys to listen to, in this area, eating goat is pretty popular, and so it's just a lot easier to send the kids to the sale They'll go wherever they're gonna go. They may become pets, they may become food. It's just part of farm life. It's part of the cycle, and it just is what it is. So those guys will be going to the sale, and then, I mean, whatever happens to them happens. And then out of the doelings that we have here, we have decided to retain 2 of the doelings. We will be retaining Moonstar's daughter, which we have named Freya. And then, as I said earlier, we will be retaining Cookie Dough's daughter, and her name is Sunny Days. And then the 3 other doelings, we will be looking for forever homes for them. And as I said earlier today, the white doeling, which we've been calling Ivy, is headed off to hers. So the little white goat that we've been calling Ivy has just left to go with her new forever family. So excited for her. They are such a cute family. So she's going to be more than loved. Now we're going to be headed off to our next little adventure. We are going to go to our friend's house. They've got a nice little homestead where they raise goats and pigs and rabbits, the whole works. But the purpose of our trip today is that Avery is going to be buying a rabbit off of them, and they just had they had a new litter born about a month ago, and so Avery's gonna go and pick out her rabbit today. She is so excited. So that's what we're off to go do right now. All right, so we're here at my friend's house, and we're looking at some bunnies. How long have you been, what am I doing? How long have you been breeding rabbits for?
Almost 2 years.
2 years. Ooh.
Yeah.
And so what breeds do you have? You have the Rexes?
Yeah, these are Rex. So they're just plain Rex. They're not mini Rexes, so they'll be full size.
That's awesome. I know he's gonna lose a rabbit. So these kits were born, it was like a month ago, right?
They're about 5 weeks.
5 weeks, okay.
5 weeks.
And so we'll get to take one home, whichever one Avery ends up picking out in about, well, we're gonna just go with the end of June just to make it easy.
He wants that one.
But we need a girl.
Yes, it's a goal.
It is a girl.
So is that one.
We gotta make sure.
Yeah,
Mom, that one's a
double
girl.
check, there's some girls.
This one is also a little girl.
I
Aww.
converted my tack room into our
You want to go see some more?
You wanna go see some more bunnies, Mimi? There's lots of bunnies inside.
This is Igor. She's too cute. This is boy.
So who's the mama of these babies?
What? Mary 2.0.
Mary 2.0. So she's the mama, which my camera is like not gonna focus on that.
Yeah, I can open that.
There we go. Okay. So that's the mama. And then who's the dad?
I'm pretty sure it is him.
This one is the dad?
It's Igor or Ciju.
Yeah.
Not sure
Is
which.
there a bunny down there, Mimi? Alright, so we're checking to see if this one's a girl. This is the one that Avery likes. And it
There
is
you go.
This one's gonna have a pretty
a
height.
little girl. Aw, she's so cute.
Mom, this one's gonna have a pretty height. What is that one? A gold boy. The girl get you down.
So that's the little rabbit you're picking out? Now that you've seen her, you gotta think of a name, huh? Yeah. You got some time. Oh yeah. You're gonna have to make her friendly. We got spoiled with Aaliyah's because Olive was bottle raised.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, she was bottle raised.
These ones get handled quite a bit. They just get a little jumpy at first.
Yeah.
When they're first picked up.
Avery got her bunny picked out, and we just left our friends, and we're here at a store because we have a couple things that we need to pick up. Plus, we have a birthday that we're going to tomorrow, and we need to pick up a gift for that. So we're gonna run in here really quick and get that done, and then we'll head home and yeah, go see how Clara is doing and her babies, if they're missing their sister. Hope that that little goat is doing good at her new home. The family was pretty awesome, so excited to know that she went off to a good home today. Did you notice your other baby's gone? Well, you guys, it is a hot day today. It was a bit rough running around town. We're like 84, I think Avery said earlier when we were in the car. It was 84 degrees. So, I mean, it's pretty hot today. We've spent this last week with a bunch of rain, and then all of a sudden it just jumped up into the 80s. So we're suffering just a teeny bit. But today was kind of a crazy busy day. Started out obviously this morning with selling the little baby, and then Avery got to go. What did you get to do?
You gotta go pick out my bunny.
Yeah, she got to pick out her bunny today, so that was a lot of excitement. So we just need to get a couple things for her set up in the next couple weeks when we get her. But we just popped out here to come check on the goats to see how they are faring, and if Clara even cares or really misses her daughter. And yeah, I don't think she does. One less mouth to feed.
Yeah, I'm gonna get my baby bunny the end of June.
Yeah, so she'll be getting her bunny the end of June, which will be really exciting. Hopefully that gives Olive a friend, because I think she's a little bit lonely in there by herself. So that was our adventure for today, and I hope you guys enjoyed.
Just got back from town, and I wanted to show you all the presents that we got for my friend. We thought it'd be fun to get her some presents for her goat and her. Okay, we got some stuff for a birthday party that we're going to tomorrow. First up, we got a pink cowl, and then we have a brush. A brush. So we have purple and then a heart. And then we got some popcorn for her, so she can eat it. So look at that. So it mostly has this hook, and then it has this whoop. And then we bought her a scoop, and then we bought her a bucket.